welcome. Again, my name is Shane Boyer, and we're in the process of highlighting a different woman entrepreneur because it is Women's Entrepreneurship Week. And so thank you everyone for tuning in and checking out our guests, and real excited about today's guest, Kim Danger. Kim has known Kim for quite a while, or actually our kids kind of grew up together and stuff like that. But all along, I've known Kim. She's been kind of self-employed. She's been an entrepreneur in different things, but Kim right now is the interim director for the YWCA. And but there's a lot of great connections with women entrepreneurs and the YWCA, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit. But welcome, Kim, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Shane. I appreciate it.
Yep. So you kind of got into a lot of the social media aspect of entrepreneurship and running your own company. Can you kind of go back to those early days of what got you going and why?
Yeah, definitely. And as Shane mentioned, our kids were kind of in the same coming up era. It was in late 1999 that I had my first child. So I was a new stay-at-home mom. I found myself at home by myself with a lot of creative energy. I was kind of searching for connections with other moms. And at that time, the internet was a much different place. It was completely different. People really relied on discussion boards for connection. So what I decided to do was start a website from scratch. It was called mommysavers.com, and it's still out there. It looks a lot different than it did back then, but it was a place for stay-at-home women like myself that were looking to save money to connect, because I saw a need and I really had the desire to connect with women, share tips, and there wasn't, believe it or not, there was not a website like that back in 1999. So I was one of the very first mommy bloggers. That blog led me to land a few book deals. So I was an author, a speaker, and I got some brand deals as well. So I guess you could say I was one of the early influencers.
Yeah, that's great. And it was fun watching that progression. But I also remember there was a time when it had to go beyond you and you had to hire some people. People think, well, you're just online and blogging and doing a website, but you still needed employees. And what was that? How was that transition going from a solopreneur to now having employees?
Yeah, so I guess it was kind of hard for me. I'm really independent by nature, but I learned early on that you have to surround yourself with a team. I was lucky my husband is also a business major. He's a CPA, so I had a solid financial person in my life to be supportive, but my basic knowledge of HTML only got me so far. So I had to have people in the trenches with me that I could rely upon if I had trouble with the website, technical people. I had to have people that were monitoring my discussion boards, people that wrote content for me, because I really couldn't keep up with it all. So yeah, you're so right. You have to surround yourself with a team, really lean into your own strengths and find people to fill in the gaps where you need them.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's great. Some good advice for some aspiring women entrepreneurs and people in those industries. And you've said you've done a lot of different things, and right now it's back in 99, it probably wasn't called the gig economy, but a lot of people are doing that now, and they're finding their talents. And as a female woman entrepreneur, have you run into any aspects that in business that lend itself for challenges, but also benefits as a woman entrepreneur?
Yeah, so I mean, there's always going to be challenges out there. Like I mentioned, surrounding yourself with a team is so beneficial. Realizing your own strengths is crucial. Leaning into those strengths and, like I said, kind of filling in the gaps. But also just letting your passion drive you. And I think as women, that's something that is really inherent to us. I think when I look around at some of the influential women in my own life, they're really passionate about certain things. And for me, that passion I've seen a consistency over my career. At first, it was helping those new stay-at-home moms really embrace their lifestyle and helping them with tips and tricks to make their lives even better. And as I've gone through different stages of my career, that's been an underlying theme, and just wanting to help women live to their fullest potential.
Yeah, well, that's great. And that, yeah, you can see where it's come from, where you started, and now, with the YWCA. Uh, what's next for you? I mean, I shouldn't say net, you're not going to leave, go running out and leave the YWCA, but as a entrepreneur, are there things at the YWCA that you can implement around business startups or women in business?
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, when I look back to where I've been and where I am right now, the common theme has been helping women. And right now, I think less about achievement and more about impact. And maybe that happens when you get to be a certain age. I look at the young entrepreneurs and the young women leaders in our community, and I really want to help support them because they are our future. Right now at YWCA, we have some great things going on. We have the Elizabeth Carney Women's Leadership Program, which I'm really involved with, and always looking for great speakers. If you know of anyone or want to suggest anyone to come speak to our group, I would also recommend young women leaders in our community really take advantage of the programs that the YWCA offers, because Mankato is such a supportive environment. We are such a great community to help others. There's so many women that I look around right now in my own career, being of a certain age, we really do want to help support the young people. So I would encourage your students and aspiring entrepreneurs to really lean into the resources that they have around them and ask for help when you need it.
Yeah, well, that's some great advice, and you're giving back here as an alum. We appreciate you taking some time to just a few tidbits of knowledge and encouragement that we really appreciate you for joining us today and helping us celebrate Women's Entrepreneurship Week. And so yes, those out there listening, you have any questions, Kim is at the YWCA, and so here in Mankato, so you might be able to reach out and connect with her there. So
Yeah,
well,
yeah, please reach out to me. I'd love to help anyone that's looking for advice.
yeah, okay, well, thanks, and have a great rest of your day, and keep up the great work.
Thanks, Shane. I appreciate it.
Yep.